grizzly bear is one of the strongest and most ferocious wild bears on Earth. With its massive size and superior strength, it can easily defeat large prey like deer, elk, or even bison. Grizzly bear attacks are often sudden and swift, making it difficult for victims to escape. In addition, they are very patient and cunning, sometimes becoming silent hunters, making their attacks even more terrifying. The combination of the grizzly bear's power and hunting skills creates awe-inspiring yet dangerous moments. Let's explore its spectacular attacks in this video and gain a deeper understanding of one of the most fearsome creatures on the planet. The wapiti, with its wide and majestic antlers, is always a symbol of strength and the beauty of the wild. But when facing the grizzly bear, one of the most dangerous predators, the wapiti is no longer an easy conquest. The encounters between these two species are full of tension, with each powerful thrust of the wapiti's antlers serving as a defiant resistance. Grizzly bear, with its superior strength, relentlessly attacks, creating life-and-death situations filled with drama. In those moments, the wapiti must display all its survival instincts to escape death. Each battle is a struggle between life and death, where only one of the two species can emerge victorious. And when it ends, only the traces of a haunting battle remain. In the vast lake, an aggressive grizzly bear attempts to swim after the wapiti. But the wapiti's large body gives it an advantage over the grizzly bear as it swims around the lake, teasing the predator. Every time the grizzly bear gets close, the wapiti changes direction, swimming further away. Gradually, the grizzly bear becomes exhausted and finally gives up, retreating to the shore, leaving the prey in the water. By the lake, a mother wapiti and her young are trapped at the edge of the water, facing the grizzly bear. The grizzly bear rushes forward, swiping its claws at the ground, causing the young elk to panic and run into its mother's arms. The wapiti, enraged, charges at the grizzly bear to chase it off. The two face each other, and seeing the grizzly bear unwilling to leave, the wapiti charges again, threatening the predator, causing it to retreat into the forest, leaving the mother and calf in peace. The caribou, with its long antlers and majestic appearance, is one of the strongest wild animals. They travel across vast and challenging lands, always on high alert. However, sometimes confrontations with grizzly bears turn into a life-or-death challenge. The grizzly bear, with its immense strength and terrifying speed, doesn't hesitate to charge into fierce battles with the caribou. These dramatic moments captivate viewers as the caribou uses all its strength to protect its life. Meanwhile, the grizzly bear, with its bravery and skill, doesn't let its opponent escape easily. This confrontation is a relentless battle between two of nature's most powerful species. Across the vast plains, the grizzly bear relentlessly chases the caribou herd. Every time it gets closer, the caribou immediately split up to avoid it. In the end, no matter how hard it tries, the grizzly bear cannot catch any of them, exhausted, watching them run away. On the endless prairie, the grizzly bear speeds through the lush green grass towards the caribou herd. Seeing the grizzly bear approaching, the caribou panic and scatter, forgetting that a young one has been left behind. It becomes the target of the grizzly bear, and in an instant, the prey is taken down. The black bear, although smaller than the grizzly bear, possesses incredible strength and agility. This bear species is not afraid of challenges, and when facing the grizzly bear, they demonstrate courage and clever tactics that leave everyone in awe. The battles between black bears and grizzly bears are always intense, as despite being smaller in size, the black bears use their speed and intelligence to counter the powerful enemy. The grizzly bear, with its superior strength, sometimes has to face the unexpected and impressive strategies of the black bear. These encounters between the two bear species are epic showdowns that keep viewers glued to the screen, full of drama and emotion. In a forest, a grizzly bear and a black bear are having a territorial dispute between two massive creatures. Both sides charge at each other, biting and clawing, neither one willing to back down, as this is a battle to assert their dominance. Which side will emerge victorious? In the forest, a grizzly bear is wandering, searching for food. As it walks, it spots a black bear and immediately chases after it. The black bear, frightened, climbs a nearby tall tree and successfully escapes from the grizzly bear. In the deep forest, cunning and courageous wolves always hunt in packs, their sharp eyes tracking every movement around them. But when they encounter a gray bear, a massive predator with overwhelming strength, every ordinary hunt instantly turns into an unbelievable, high-stakes confrontation. The wolves crouch, strike unexpectedly, and dodge the bear's powerful swipes, creating heart-stopping survival moments that keep viewers glued to this wild, unpredictable scene. These encounters are not just survival battles. They also showcase the wolves' extraordinary intelligence, agility, and bravery. By the riverbank, a gray bear is thoroughly enjoying its prey when a hungry wolf approaches to cause trouble. The wolf tries to sneak closer, but the bear's sharp gaze immediately locks onto it, sending the wolf retreating in fear. As it turns to leave, the wolf realizes the gray bear is charging after it. It tries to resist, but quickly flees. In the forest, a gray bear and a pack of wolves compete over a single prey. The wolves growl continuously, threatening the bear, yet it remains calm and patient. When the bear starts to leave, the wolves think it's trying to steal their meal and lunge, but the gray bear stays silent. Finally, as the pack moves away, the bear approaches the leftover prey, only for the wolves to suddenly attack again, provoking the bear into a furious counterattack that slaps one of the wolves in the face. Terrified, the wolves are forced to retreat. The elk, with its massive size and thick fur, is one of the most powerful and majestic wild creatures. They not only stand out with their pristine beauty, but also with extraordinary strength in life and death confrontations. However, when facing the grizzly bear, this elk must confront unprecedented challenges. The grizzly bear, with its agility and terrifying strength, launches a surprise attack, forcing the elk to fight for its life. These confrontations are intense, with each punch and charge full of determination. Meanwhile, the elk must use all its skills and strength to overcome the fierce predator. This battle is a relentless struggle between two powerful forces of nature. At the river in Yellowstone, the grizzly bear chases the elk, causing it to panic. It quickly catches up with the prey, biting into the elk's back, causing it to cry out in pain. The grizzly bear continues to apply pressure, slowly overpowering the elk as it sinks into the water. Once the prey is lifeless, the grizzly bear drags it onto the shore and begins to feast. By the riverbank, a grizzly bear is greedily devouring the prey on the land, undisturbed by the surrounding crows, still savoring the fresh meat of its victim.
This is unbelievable.
On the other side of the riverbank, the grizzly bear continues, relentlessly chasing a young elk. With its frail body and the predator's determined pursuit, after a while, the elk begins to slow down, exhausted, giving the grizzly bear the opportunity to close the gap and catch its prey. When grizzlies clash with their own kind, It is one of the most brutal scenes in the wild. During mating season or territorial disputes, massive males collide with overwhelming strength and ferocity. Roars, thunder, claws tear the ground, and every swipe and slam shakes the mountains. Despite weighing hundreds of kilos, they move with surprising speed, creating battles that are both savage and tragic. These fights are not just about power, but about deciding who rules the rich territory. Their raw intensity exposes the full force of wild grizzlies in a harsh world. The wolf, a cunning and intelligent predator, has always been a symbol of teamwork and smart tactics in the wild. But when faced with the grizzly bear, a massive and powerful enemy, their encounters become filled with drama. Although wolves can hunt in packs, the grizzly bear, with its superior strength and unpredictable ferocity, forces the wolves to fight to defend their territory. The attacks and defenses between them are tense, as the wolves must use all their agility and teamwork to counter the grizzly's immense power. These confrontations are not only life or math battles, but also a testament to survival between two wild warriors, where every mistake could be the end. In Yellowstone National Park, a grizzly bear is busy burying its prey in a thick pile of snow. A pack of wolves, having caught the scent of the prey, gathers and attempts to approach the grizzly bear. Enraged, charges at them. The pack continues to grow, but facing the large, stubborn grizzly bear that refuses to leave, the wolves eventually give up and retreat together. In the forest, two wolves are enjoying their prey when a grizzly bear approaches. The wolves snarl and bare their teeth, trying to intimidate onto their prey and dragging it away. The wolves are struck by the grizzly's claws, causing them to flee in fear, abandoning their meal and retreating. The reindeer, a proud symbol of the icy north, stands out not only for its majestic stature and magnificent antlers, but also for its dramatic confrontations with grizzlies. When the bear charges with terrifying force, the reindeer fights back with fierce strikes of its antlers and swift movements across the thick snow. The bear's roars mix with the clash of antlers, creating a scene of survival that is both brutal and majestic. In this frozen land, every chase and every clash feels like a battle for life itself. The courage and unyielding will of the reindeer turn these encounters into unbelievable moments of the wild. On the prairie, a herd of reindeer grazes peacefully until a grizzly suddenly charges, throwing the herd into chaos. In the confusion, a young calf is seized by the bear, but with just a moment's lapse, the grizzly loses its grip. The calf scrambles free and dashes back into the herd, escaping the predator's jaws, while the bear is left watching in frustration. On a lush green meadow, a herd of reindeer grazes, unaware, as a grizzly emerges at the edge. Sensing danger, the reindeer immediately sound the alarm, sending the herd fleeing. The grizzly gives chase, but the herd escapes in time. Only one calf, left behind and disoriented, fails to run. The bear lunges, bringing it down and tearing into it, turning the helpless calf into its next meal. In the deep forests of North America, confrontations between gray bears are always intense and dramatic. When two giant predators collide, overwhelming strength and survival instincts instantly erupt. Roars echo throughout the forest, while powerful swipes, agile blocks, and evasive maneuvers create a heart-pounding mind game. Neither yields, and every moment is a fierce survival battle. The courage, speed, and extraordinary endurance of each bear keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Every encounter delivers surprises, from rapid counterattacks to smart, strategic retreats. These battles are not only a testament to the gray bear's absolute power, but also a spectacular display of wild nature. Salmon, with their resilience and enduring strength, are among the most remarkable fish in the wild. Every season, they travel thousands of kilometers to return to their spawning grounds, but their journey is never easy. The encounters between salmon and grizzly bears during hunting are intense and dramatic battles. Salmon, with their strong survival instincts, are not easily caught. They swim fast and do whatever they can to escape the predator's attack. These life-or-death moments between salmon and grizzly bears will keep you on the edge of your seat. These fierce battles are not just struggles between species, but also trials of nature. By a stream, the grizzly bear stands at the headwaters, waiting for the salmon to swim past. It watches intently, even missing a few opportunities. In just a moment, the grizzly bear catches its first prey, happily placing it on a rock to enjoy. The grizzly bear quickly finishes eating and catches another one within seconds without expending much effort. Under the rushing stream filled with white foam, a grizzly bear carefully watches below, waiting for its prey. The grizzly bear lowers its head into the water, and in the blink of an eye, it catches a salmon, drags its catch to the shore along with its 2 cubs to enjoy the meal. Under the water, a grizzly bear is focused on catching its prey. A salmon is quickly grabbed by the grizzly bear, which sits just beneath the water, enjoying the fresh catch with great satisfaction. The mountain lion, one of the most mysterious and legendary big cats, stands out for its speed and cunning in hunting. With incredible strength, they can face most foes in the wild, but when confronted with a grizzly bear, everything changes. The grizzly bear, with its massive size and brutal strength, is an opponent that even the mountain lion must be wary of. The encounters between these 2 species are breathtaking battles, where each species' survival instincts are fully displayed. The mountain lion, with its ability to target and strike swiftly, seems to make the grizzly bear step back. However, the grizzly bear is not easily defeated, with its superior strength and resilience in every confrontation. These encounters are a testament to the harsh wild life where only the strongest survive. The mountain lion wandered down the slope, its eyes glancing back as if something was following it. After descending the slope, the mountain lion stood quietly looking up at the hill, when suddenly a grizzly bear appeared, lurking under the trees. The mountain lion calmly observed before lying down to rest. But as soon as it lay down, the grizzly bear immediately moved towards the slope, causing the mountain lion to panic and flee. A mother mountain lion was playing with her cubs at the top of the mountain when it seemed to catch the scent of an intruder. Immediately, the mountain lion moved her cubs to a safe spot and turned to face the massive grizzly bear that was approaching, ready to protect her young. The 2 animals clashed in an attack under the fearful gaze of the mountain lion cubs, growling and threatening each other until finally the grizzly bear walked away, leaving peace for the mountain lion and her cubs. In the dense forests of North America, black bears, though smaller, are agile and extremely cunning, always finding ways to survive in harsh wilderness. When faced with a massive gray bear, encounters quickly turn dramatic and unbelievable. The black bear dodges and counters unexpectedly, creating tense mind games between 2 powerful predators. Every move, every strike carries life or death stakes, leaving viewers breathless with every moment. Despite being overpowered, the black bear demonstrates extraordinary intelligence and courage. These confrontations are not just survival battles. They are a testament to the skill and bravery of the black bear. All of this creates captivating, wild scenes that are hard to look away from. A male gray bear foraging near the water spots a female black bear and her cub on the hill. The moment it sees them, it charges, causing the mother and cub to panic and flee. They run quickly up the hill to a tall tree and climb it. Seeing the gray bear still following closely to protect her cub, the mother black bear slips, leaving the cub clinging to the high branches. After a while, the gray bear ambles away, leaving peace for the mother and cub. In the forest, a black bear clings to a tree, carefully observing below. After a long hesitation, apparently tired from holding on, it decides to climb down, but seems too frightened to move and stays alert. A gray bear in the forest roars, startling the black bear into scrambling back up the tree. The two stalk each other for a long while. The gray bear shows no intention of giving up, holding its ground at the base of the tree, while the black bear stays perched above to avoid attack. On a tree-covered hill, a gray bear foraging suddenly spots a black bear below, also searching for food. Immediately, the massive gray bear charges toward the black bear, scaring it into quickly climbing a tall tree. Both chase each other up the tree, but the black bear seems to be a better climber, leaving the gray bear below. Yet the gray bear refuses to give up. Will the black bear manage to escape? The unbelievable attacks of the grizzly bear have shown us the terrifying power and danger of this animal. Keep watching to not miss out on more dramatic and surprising moments in the wild.